What is your advice on staying positive in the lowest point of life? What is your advice on staying positive in the lowest point of life? Allow me to speak on my hatred of optimism. I'm a lover of the dark poets, you know, those who always had quite a bleak view of the world, almost depressing in nature, almost just pessimistic, just woe is everyone at some point. Death is upon us, and it just awaits for you to make the first mistake. I'm a lover of dark comedy, of dark writings, dark poets, the writers of the 20th century, the 19th century, just people that just beware, beware. Well, they tend to be right. They tend to be right. When I walk into a room, I assume everyone's a serial killer. Everyone. And then I work backwards. All right, you're not a serial killer. Cool. But by doing so, it keeps me alive longer. That's the point of being pessimistic. You're probably gonna be wrong a lot, but when you're right, you're gonna survive. Those who are optimistic and just, I'm gonna ride my bike across the Middle East, and everyone's kind and human beings, and the kindness of the world, and the troops, and just we just love people, and hippies, and cold brew and knittings, and hats and beanies. Those people, no, when they're wrong once, it's over. They can't afford to be wrong more than once, because the first time they're wrong, they take a L, and it's usually fatal. People that go to war on the front lines, they have to have a certain level of respect and fear for their enemies. If not, they die first. Optimists, when they go to war, they die first. People that go out into nature and they say, wow, this beautiful, this region, this ecosystem, it's so beautiful. They die first. Whereas I go out there and say, this is nice, but bruh, there's some bears out here, bruh. They got wolves out here, bruh. They got moose out here, bruh. They got sea monsters in the ocean. They got sharks out there. They got stuff that we don't. Dinosaurs out here somewhere. Swamps, crocodiles, alligator. They got stuff out here. Snakes. I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna outlive everyone around me. That's just, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Those people irritate me. So, in regards to your question, I had to get that out. In regards to your question, I don't think that staying positive is the answer in those situations. When you're at your lowest point, I think reality, being a realist, is the option. Because sometimes you need to be in touch with reality more so than the good feelings associated with positivity and optimism. It's kind of like if I'm about to die and they keep telling me, bro, you have type 2 diabetes, stop eating sugar. And I say, well, things are going to work out, and you just got to believe, and be body positive, and your body's it knows what it's doing, and I can be healthy at an exorbitant weight, and my BMI is just it's 85. It doesn't matter. At some point, reality is going to tell you you're wrong. Being positive, you can still be wrong while being positive. I go out in the ocean and think all the positive thoughts in the world, but at some point, reality is going to set in and tell me you cannot breathe on the water for more than 3 minutes. And if you can, you're just going to chipping away at brain cells. So there's appreciation I have for positivity, because those people are necessary in the world. Those people are necessary to be around and to bring good energy and good vibes. But there's a certain point, as you mentioned, the lowest point of life where you don't need just positive energy all the time. Sometimes you need a reality check. Sometimes you need truth. And the truth is going to allow you to change. The people I value most around me, people that tell me the truth, not the people that are positive. Again, I love dark comedy because it tends to be based in truth. Punchlines are based in truth. They make you laugh because you can relate to it. I'm intrigued by people that say words that I don't understand, because I want to relate to it. So it makes me go study and research. People that talk over my head and just, oh yeah, I spent 500 grand last week on groceries. I'm like, I can't relate to that. I can't. Where's the truth in that statement? It might be true to them, but it's not universally true. It's not the majority. So positivity is valuable. It's necessary. But in certain points in your life, the truth is what you should pursue. And it might hurt your feelings. There are a lot of things I don't want to hear. A lot of things that are uncomfortable to talk about. There's something you just don't. I don't want to address it. I don't want to have to say these words out loud. It's uncomfortable. It hurts my pride to be able to say this out loud. Cliche phrases like "the truth will set you free." Some truth to that. It won't change the consequences all the time. Telling the truth rarely changes your consequences, but it allows you to move on. There's something about serial killers. You watch these documentaries, and how people they might speculate that there was a sense of relief on their face when they got caught. Why? Who wants to constantly be on the run, looking over the back? It's not a lifestyle I want. So, yeah, positivity, it has its place. It has its place. But sometimes at the lowest point of your life, you need truth. You need someone to be honest with you and say, if you want to change your life, this is what you need to do. And it may hurt your feelings, but if you're able to hear that, if you can get past tone, if you can get past delivery, sometimes delivery matters, but sometimes content takes precedent over delivery. And you have to be able to tell them apart and say, all right, in this moment, I need to hear the content. The content matters. So there's that.